Alright, welcome everybody. I'm Adere Gregan, and today I'm reacting to the final My Hero Academia opening. Opening for Season 8, The Revo. Whew, this has been some time coming. Porno Graffiti, obviously, as you know, they did the first opening, they're doing the final one. I've listened to the full song, I listened to it last night and this morning, and I am obsessed with it. I have not watched the opening yet, and I'm incredibly excited for it. In fact, I am so excited for it that I made a bingo card for it. So, disclaimer, I am a manga reader. So, I made sure to make these vague enough so that if you haven't read the manga, you can read them and it won't spoil anything. Manga readers might disagree. They might look at and see all the different spoilers, but it's a spoiler if you know what's going to happen. If you don't know what's going to happen, it's just there. I'll go over this in detail once we've actually finished the reaction. We go into the discussion, and at that point, I will tell you like when I'm going into manga mode. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you'll probably click off there, and then we'll go through this and see what happens. So here you go. Here is our bingo card, what we're going to be going through. And I am going to be reacting to the final opening of My Hero Academia. I have so much I want to say about this show, but I'll save it for another video. You're here for the reaction, so I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's just get into this thing. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. The storm, the lighting. Oh, the animation is beautiful. The manga panels. Yes! Young Toshi! The boys! The Domingos! Shimura. Animation. The Wielders. Yes! No way. Oh, the class! Everyone! Everyone reaching. Wow. That is beautiful. He's crying and he's... My God. I should not have done this as my first reaction video. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I love openings. I adore them. When I'm writing my own stories, I've actually created openings. I'm using this one in an arc that's way later than what I'm writing currently, but I create like openings in my head with the animation and with the visuals and stuff. So I love creating openings and trying to put them together, matching them with the music and trying to line them up with the story. This is... this is incredible. This is phenomenal. This might be the best My Hero Academia opening. They put their all into it, and it shows so much. I genuinely don't have words. I'm flabbergasted. I'll go over the bingo card a little bit later. Right now, I guess I'll just go over it one more time, and let's just go through it a little bit slower and actually make our way through it. I love the storm clouds and the Aries there. Oh my God. The blue with the kind of grayscale on it. Doc Ock All Might. Tears reaching. Wow. And then, yeah, just the whole story going through a montage, but in manga panels with colors. They went so hard on this. The lighting, the fact that they have the grayscale with the blues and the grayscale with the reds. I mean, tale as old as time, right? Villains are red, heroes are blue. But they really look related now that they both have white hair. I didn't even make that connection before, but that's really cool. Shiggy really looks like he needs like a pizza or something, anything nutritional. My goodness. And of course, the thing with the hands. I love how in the previous openings you've always seen the hands kind of like wrapped around him. You see it in the show, but now that he's kind of free, that the hands are they're kind of freed from him. He's still in the center of them, still kind of trapped, but they're not covering him anymore. He's actually free because it's Shigaraki now, no longer all for one. Shig for one, if you want. Wow. And then, oh, Yagi. If we get more of his backstory, I'm like more than we got in the manga. I'm not going to recover. I'm simply not. It's that simple. It's his mom, and of course, yeah, you got Yoichi and All for One reading their mangas. Wow. Obviously, he gets inspired and he is kind of horrified by it. He gets sad. Got the amigos. Oh, I love how they show. I forgot Kotaro, the father of Shigaraki, obviously, of Tenko. And of course with Nana, because she's now having to face Shigaraki as well. This, wow. Just horrified. Oh my god. All the colors, the All for One, is he's reaching through, going through all of them, and then finally going into the fight. Oh, the cam work is so amazing. Oh, angles, so good. I love how we're going through like the different phase here. It's just those two fighting, and then he goes like into this ball. Again, trying to keep it spoiler free. Wow. And then yeah, we've got not just Class 1A, but we've got all the heroes together, all cheering him on together. Everyone reaching out, because All for One is a crystallization of power, right? Not just the people who pass it on, but it's everyone, as Hawk said in the last season. It's everyone bringing their power together and tying the threads together into this one miracle, this way of overcoming this final battle. Everyone reaching out, too close together. Wow. The fact that he's crying in the it's such an emotional, such a resonant, such a personal fight. That's what's so brilliant about this finale. Like, yeah, both of them are going towards each other, both going younger, kind of the opposite of how we had it in the last opening, where the two are kind of growing older side by side. Coming with his hands. High five! Oh, there's so much there. I need to find a way where I can go through like frame by frame, but for now, I'm just gonna do this, and I'll turn this down so it doesn't sound horrible. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then turning into the kid with the t-shirt. Oh, that's great. Yeah, look at that. Oh, mom. Oh my god, yeah, the boy who was back in season 6, yeah, he was opposed. He was basically the voice for being opposed to bring Midoriya back to the UA. Oh, the old lady. Uraraka, obviously. You can make so many memes out of this, but me showing my homie a new meme. Anyways, it's so stupid. Wow, Hawk's showing. I love how roughly they're drawn. Like, this is so raw. Like, it's not the openings that have become really popular lately, where it's like super, it's like hyper smooth and like the furthest thing from realistic, where it's very like artsy, and those are really good. Don't get me wrong; they're really popular nowadays. But this is kind of not on the opposite end of that scale, but it's very stylized, but it's drawn very rough, yet also realistically. It's gritty, but it's not like overly edgy. I say as Tokoyami's on the screen of all people. Wow, and then, of course, we've got the logo. This is incredible. This is absolutely phenomenal. I knew this opening would be good. The light in the night sky, with all the hopes coming together into one for all. Wow. Really cool art too. Okay. Okay, that was the opening. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over in it. I'm sure I'll find more as I go through. I love how Invisible Girl, she's got a cloak because she needs it now because they can see her. Wow. If you know, you know. If you don't, holy crap. Oh my god. I'm blown away. My expectations were to the moon, and I'm blown away. I was ridiculously excited for this, and then I'm blown away. I don't know how they did that. Like, how do you surpass expectations that have already turned the moon into an asteroid belt? Yet they did it anyways. Wow. I have no words. Okay, let's... So, we're going to go on to the bingo card. If you want to stick around, you can. This is going to be going into manga-only territory. Not super manga-only territory. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I'm going to miss, and manga readers, if they watch this, they're going to call me out because my memory is so fuzzy of a lot of like the actual details of it. If you are anime only, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. I will be reacting to every episode of the show, so as they come out, I'll obviously be reacting to it. I will keep my manga mouth shut until after the reaction. And then I will, of course, delineate when it's actually happening. But we'll go over that when we get there. Right now, we got to talk about the opening. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to stick around for the manga kind of review, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. For those of you who are sticking around, let's look at this freaking bingo card. It's so dumb. Okay, so yeah, this is Midoriya. We've got that one. This was supposed to be Parallel Pasts, but I did a typo, and then I thought Parallel Pasta was so much funnier, and I like it so much more, so Parallel Pasta is it is. That's obviously referring to the backstories of Deku and Shigaraki, of Tenko and Izuku. It doesn't get much more parallel than this, right? It wasn't their like actual like pasts, but it was them, so that counts. That totally counts. Unforgivable spoilers, thank God there was not. I'm so glad I don't have to cross that one out. Some of you might disagree. If you disagree, you've probably seen it before, and that goes to my whole point. I can make a rant, I won't. This video will be too long as it is for just an opening reaction, so we'll skip that. Eri was in there. Yeah, she was in the beginning, right? Yeah, there she is. Aha! Got her. There's Eri. Okay, Eri's good. All for One versus All Might flashback. They didn't actually do that, so I guess none for that. I don't think Bakugo is in here, actually. Right? Did I just miss him? Did they really not include Bakugo in the opening? That's incredible. My Hero Academia, I'm so proud of you. Unless he's in here. I am so proud of you if you did. Wow, you held yourself back from showing Bakugo. Wow, okay. Props. Okay. All for One Yoichi, obviously, they've got that. They had an entire like segment dedicated to it, which is awesome. Heck yeah. I love that. Obviously, Final Battle, we get a little bit more of that, and we get his true intentions. So the fact they include this is perfect. I love that. This one was honestly like half of a joke. I didn't actually expect them to do it. I wonder if they'll go more into it, but they included the 3 Domingos. That's amazing. I'm really happy about that. That's a really small thing. I don't particularly love this story more than anything. I wish they alluded to it before, like in earlier seasons, like prior to, when was it, season 5 when we first started learning about this, maybe season 4. I think it was 5. We saw flashbacks in season 4, but it didn't even have him. So I wish it was something like that. I have a feeling Horikoshi added it kind of later as he figured out where to put his pieces, which is fine, but something they could have done a little bit better on, but obviously portals, that's amazing. They don't actually hint at the portals themselves though, right? Yeah, they don't. Okay, so Three Domingos is good. Deku and Shiggy split screen, they didn't do that. So I'm referring to kind of like in the last opening where they're both growing up kind of next to each other. I'm not talking about them actually like both being on the screen, because obviously they're fighting. Of course they're going to be both on the screen. Yeah, obviously. But they don't actually have a split screen moment, so I guess that one's off. They also didn't include our boy Stain, which is tragic, unfortunate, so I guess that one's off. League of Villains, I was kind of hoping they would, kind of like as a flashback for Shiggy, but they didn't, so rest in peace, LOV. I guess it's been seasons since we've seen them, but that's fine. Montage of prior openings, they didn't do that. Obviously, Deku's the free spot. The fist bump, I think this kind of counts. It was kind of more of a high five, but it's referring to the scene, so I think we can give them that one. So Class A group photo, they actually didn't. The reason I put this is because a lot of the openings, especially the early ones, ended up with like a whole group shot of the whole class. But I guess since we're kind of past that, they don't really include that. Unless you could include... No, that doesn't really count. I think that counts. That's a group photo. Come on. If you were like going out with all your friends and with your class and you saw this, someone took a photo of you, you'd call that a group photo. That counts. That totally counts. The future, I did not see any indications of obviously the time skip, so I don't think that one's there. I cannot stop twinkling. They didn't actually show it exactly how I was hoping to, but it's there. It's there. I can't stop twinkling, I suppose, but I cannot stop twinkling. It's there. It counts. We're good. T-shirt Deku. On a technicality, T-shirt Deku, I think that counts. That definitely counts because he's even like his regular age. Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, my reputation will never recover. Not that I have a reputation in the first place. Oh my god. That totally counts. That's literally it. That's so good. Yeah, that's such good foreshadowing. The fact that it's the two of them, and then it goes to him in his t-shirt when he's actually going to go for the punch, and then they start going back through their earlier iterations. Oh my god. And the way his expression changes from sort of hateful into pleading over time. I'm not okay. I'm not going to recover. I got too excited for this, and now I can't even think straight anymore. Anyways, yeah, T-shirt Deku done. The final fight. Come on. This is going to be cinema. If this is how it looks in the opening... What can I say that you don't already know? What can I say? It speaks for itself. It's cinema. It's gorgeous. Yes, it's there. 1A pushing Yagi on. They didn't actually have this, I don't think. Yeah, they didn't really have him being encouraged. I was kind of hoping for a shot where like everyone's like pushing him on, kind of like in the season 3 part 2 opening, where Deku's like hesitating, then Yagi pushes him on. I was kind of hoping like a reverse of that would be really cool, but we didn't get that, sadly. Flashbacks throughout MHA. Heck yeah, they did it, and they did it. Oh my god. That's not correct. What? That's not correct at all. Take us back. There we go. I mean, come on. They did it in the coolest possible way. Way cooler than I possibly thought they would do it. They literally went through it in like colored manga panels of the different seasons. Wow, that's amazing. and all the important scenes. Yeah, of course that counts. That can't not count. Okay. On your left I was originally going to name this Portals, but I decided to change it to this because it's funnier. And yeah, I think this is a subtle way of doing it, kind of showing that everyone's arrived and everyone's there for the final fight. So I think that counts. I think that counts. Everyone becoming all for one, they do have that. Obviously, everyone reaching out for it is pretty obvious. And then, of course, there's all the different stars, all the different lights coming together to one for all. Yeah, everyone becoming it. All Might's Fist becoming Deku's Fist. This was the one I was most hoping for and the one I was most disappointed they didn't have, especially since they referenced the day has come, where he's kind of punching and it's changing the two fists. I was really hoping they'd do something like that, and they'd kind of reverse it. So All Might's Fist becomes Deku's Fist, where he's taking inspiration from him now. Whereas previously it was Deku throwing a punch, and it flashes into All Might's Fist. I was hoping we get a reversal of that, but that's fine. And All Might playing cards, I realized this could mean All Might like just playing with cards, like All Might playing poker, but obviously I meant the playing cards with Bakugo. They did not have that. Okay, so when we look at our final bingo card, we got a lot of hits, but we didn't actually get bingo, it looks like. Incredible. We've got all these crossed off, but just from the way it was organized, I didn't do this, it was randomly shuffled, and I did not get bingo, it looks like. I guess I need to work on my opening game, or they need to work on their openings. I think it's the former because the latter is just not true. That was perfect. That was incredible. Absolutely adored it. I don't know what else to say. It's so good. It's been so hyped up, and it really just lived up to it in every possible way. And I'm so excited for the season to play out and to see how it goes. And I hope you're excited to watch it too. And I hope you're here to watch it with me. That will end this video off. I don't want this to turn into a 20-minute rambling session. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope I will see you in the next video. Take care.